welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be the part 2 of the unpopular opinion, and this one is going to be the friendship edition. Don't mind my background, I'm sitting on my back porch because it's so nice out. Before you see this video, you'll end up seeing the video of what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna go hiking for the first time. I'm gonna record that and post that before you see this video. If you don't know what an unpopular opinion is, make sure you check out my previous video so you understand what I'm doing in this video and what I mean by my unpopular opinions. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can get a notification every single time that I post a video. And thank you for supporting. Without further ado, let's jump into this video. So the first one that I have is that people watch but don't support. If you're my friend, you need to support me. If we're gonna be friends and I'm doing something, we have to support each other. I don't understand how people are friends and they low-key be like hating on each other. And I'm gonna speak from a female point of view because I feel like this happens a lot, like more than it should be. But like, if we're friends, we need to be friends, and that means you support what I do. Like, for example, like YouTube, like, yo, I have a couple friends that support me no matter what. Every time that I post a video, they're sharing it. Like, you know, and I appreciate that so much, and I appreciate that loyalty and those friends. You have to support each other. Like, we're friends. This is what friends do. Friends should be the closest thing to family, and sometimes we make family within our friends. And if I can't see that in you, if you're not supporting me, if you're like, you know, like, you're my friend but yet you can't share, you can't press the button and share my video, you can't press the button and like the video, you can't, like, you know, just little things like that. And it's like, why are we friends? And my second one is that high school is overrated. I feel like, personally, you watch these shows or you watch these movies and they give you this idea that, like, you're gonna meet your best friends in high school, and at some point you think that you do because you're spending 5 days out of the week for an entire year 4 times with these people most of the time, and you become friends with them. Obviously you see these people and, you know, you become friends with them. But then it's like, ever since I left high school, I realized that I barely talk to people. There's a handful of people that I talk to from high school, and it's overrated. Like, yo, you're gonna go your separate ways and y'all honestly are not gonna probably talk ever again. Now granted, there are some people who still do talk, and that's dope. And, you know, and I feel like it should be like that because you guys grew with each other, you guys know each other. Like, you know, nobody wants to start over with nobody else. So number 3, I have, just because you go into a relationship doesn't mean that you have to stop being friends. And this is for men and this is for women. Like, just because you're in a relationship, you shouldn't have to stop being friends with your friends. Like, you know, you shouldn't have to stop being friends with people just because you're in a relationship. They should understand that you're not going to be open all the time to just hang out. They have to understand that, especially if it's the opposite sex, they have to understand that there's now these guidelines that you have to follow if there wasn't any before. Like, okay, I'm in a relationship but we're still friends. Like, you know, like, I'm still the same person that I am. That shouldn't change. You do not have to just dedicate yourself just to them. Like, you know, like, you still need that social life. If you invite me over and I don't know your family, do not leave me in a room by myself. Boom. Let me tell you about this one time. So I had this girl that I was friends with, and she invited me over to her family's cookout, and we were cool. Like, we knew each other for a long time and we were cool. And she's like, oh, I'll be back. And she kept doing that over and over the entire cookout. And it got to a point where I felt uncomfortable because, yes, like, I'm your friend. Yes, we're cool. But it's like, yo, stop leaving me. I don't know nobody. So it's like, I feel like that's mad weird. And that should be opinion. Like, people may disagree. Like, yo, we're your friend. This is my family. Like, you're safe. Like, you don't have nothing to worry about. But it's not about that.
It's not about that.
My next one is that if we all go out together, we all leave together. There's obviously a bunch of sensitive topics like that where a group of girls go out, not all of them make it back together. And what? if we all go out together, we need to make sure that we see each other the entire time. Like, you know, do your thing, have fun, but we're sticking together, we're staying together, and most importantly, we're leaving together. Especially if we all came together. You came with me, I need to make sure that you're getting home. And a lot of people see me as that mom friend where it's like, you know, like you always just want to make sure that everything is good, which is not bad. It's not a bad thing to be. And I feel like some people may see it as that just because it'd be like, yo, you're young, live life. Like, yeah, I get it. We're young. We're going to live life. We're going to have fun. If we came together, we're leaving together. And that's that. If we ever go into a disagreement, none of our personal business should be shared from your mouth or fingers to somebody else. Bro, just because we're going through a disagreement, you feel the need to go and run and tell my business to somebody else? No. If you're on social media and you're like broadcasting my life, oh, you went through this, you did this, like, no, like, what? Like, I mean, like, granted, we all talk to somebody. Like, I tell my boyfriend everything. So, yeah, so he knows. This one is very, like, my opinion. We don't have to talk every day. But if there's a major change in your life, we need to know. We're friends, like, you know? And what I mean by, like, a major change, you got pregnant. I want to know that. I love babies. So it's like, I want to know that. What? That's exciting. That's exciting news. So it's like, boom, I want to know. You got into a relationship. I don't need to know the details. I mean, obviously, me and my best friend, we're going to talk or whatever. But it's like, I don't need to know the details. But like, all right, you're seeing somebody, don't just disappear on me because you're seeing somebody. Like, you know, keep me updated. I want to be able to motivate people to do better things. I want people to motivate me to do better things. So it's like, yo, if you got something good for yourself, feel good about it, you know, like, accept that, appreciate that. We can all celebrate together. This kind of goes into one of the other ones, but if we're friends, you need to be one of my number one supporters. For example, what I'm going to use is YouTube. YouTube is a hard game to be into, and it's easy to like get the content out there, but having people support you is really hard. And I've noticed already, like, at first, when I first did it, people jumped on it, they subscribed, like, you know, everybody was liking it, oh, nice job, whatever. But then at some point it becomes into like you gotta really like motivate yourself. You gotta really like be able to like share this content. You gotta be able to like share your posts 1,000 times a day. You gotta be able to be you're your number one supporter, obviously, but like I feel like if you have friends, like, that's extra help. So it's like, why are you not sharing it as well? It's one click, you're already on your phone. Why, you know? So it's like little things like that. Like, I feel like you gotta support me. Like, if I'm having, like, if I did music or whatever, like, I used to do poetry. So it's like, if I'm doing poetry and I'm performing and you are not doing nothing, I don't understand why you wouldn't be there supporting me. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, if we're friends, we need to support each other. We need to be friends. Like, you know, I shouldn't have to watch what I say to you. Obviously, like, I'm not going to be disrespectful, and I'm not about to call you out your name. I'm not doing that. That's rude. But like, I shouldn't have to feel like, oh, I can't say this because this girl is, one, insecure, or I can't say this because this guy is gonna take it the wrong way and now he's gonna like me, or I can't say this because I don't want to, like, you know, I don't want this person to get mad, and then if we get mad, then we're not gonna be friends. Like, that's too much of a headache. I'm not trying to deal with none of that. Like, we're cool, we're friends. Like, obviously, don't disrespect me. I'm not gonna disrespect you, and that's that. And I shouldn't have to feel like I have to watch everything that I say. I shouldn't have to feel like I have to watch everything that I do because we're friends. Like, you know, like, I feel like, and that's probably why I'm not friends with a lot of people. And it's not because, like, oh, I feel cocky or whatever it is. No, like, there's people who just don't meet the requirements of what I want in a friend. 10, I shouldn't have to question your loyalty. Like, you're doing things purposely to be disloyal to me. Like, I'm not dealing with that. I don't need to, like, you know, you don't need friends. And if I feel like you're being disloyal, nobody wants to deal with, you know, like, who wants to deal with that? So it's like, no, like, if you're gonna bring extra, like, problems into my life, I'm not dealing with that. I don't need to. Like, you know, I don't need to deal with that, and I'm not going to. Number 11 is that it is okay to have different friend groups. So this one is kind of like, when I wrote it, I was like, I don't know, because like, when it comes to my best friend, every time she's friends with somebody else, I feel a type of way. And not because I'm afraid that they're gonna take my spot, or not because I feel like she's gonna forget about me. No, it's more of a thing where it's like I don't want her to get hurt, because she's very much like me. And when it comes to like being friends with people, it's easy to become friends with them, but like keeping them is just like you get tired of them. Like there's always some type of like issues or drama, there's always something that comes with it, so it's like you just gotta get rid of them. And I think every time that she becomes friends with somebody, like another female, like they're there for a couple months and then they're gone. So it's like I'm afraid for her to get hurt. I'm afraid for her to, and she's very like open, like, you know, she's very open. She'll tell you like what's going on, and like, you know, so it's like when people, that goes back into like these other things that I've been saying, like if she's open enough to tell people like what's going on in her life, and then they stop being friends, and then somebody, you know, like I don't want to have to be in no situation, because like at the end of the day I love her and I feel entitled to make sure that she's safe. So what I mean by like you can have different friends groups, I'm not gonna tell her like, oh no, don't be friends with them, don't be friends with them, because I think they're gonna hurt you. Like I'm not telling you don't be friends with nobody, but what I'm saying is that it's okay to have different friend groups. I work, I meet people, you meet people everywhere you go. So you go to work, you're gonna meet people. You go to school, you're gonna meet people. You're not entitled to be like, oh no, I can't be your friend because I'm friends with XYZ. No, like, you know, and it's not like that, but it's like, don't forget, like when you do become friends with these people, don't forget about your people, like, you know, don't forget about the friends that you already have. Like everybody grows up and they meet people along the way, so it's like, yeah, we all probably still have friends that we've been friends with since we were young, and it's like don't forget about those people just because you got older and you made new friends. Like, yeah, those new friends, they're there, but like don't forget about the people that you've been friends with, because you never know, one, when you're gonna need them, or two, when they're gonna need you. And it's like, you know, you don't want to burn any bridges with anybody just because you made new friends. So also keep in mind, like, you don't want too many people in your business. You don't want too many people to have access to you. Like me at 22 years old, like the friends that I had when I was 17, like I'm not hanging with them no more. And it's not because, oh, I got older and wiser. We just grow older in different life paths, and we all just get older, and we all go through these different like paths in life, and we meet people along the way who have the same interests as us. Last one is going to be know how to take pictures. If we're friends, you need to know how to get my good angles. I hate when you ask somebody to take a picture of you, you look crazy, they don't have any good angles, especially girls. Girls, I'm talking to you especially. If you're gonna be friends with somebody, know their good angles, know their good side. You gotta know how to take pictures. As a very minimum, as a girl, like just know how to take my pictures. Like I'm trying to get a good pic too. So that's all of my friendship edition to the unpopular opinions. Make sure you smash that like button, and make sure you comment down below which ones you disagree with, which one you agree with. Let me know if you like this video. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button now. I'm gonna wait. Did you hit it? And make sure you stay tuned for the next video. I love you guys.